Hey, I'm a new person at YouTubing, so I decided to do a YouTube video about one of my favorite games aside from Star Wars: The Old Republic, Supreme Commander 2. It's a game that for a while my computers and laptops have been unable to play, so this is my second time actually in the game itself. Now, for those who haven't heard of Supreme Commander 2, it really has to do with thinking like your opponent. Now, I've decided to do a straight up naval battle this time. So there'll be no land units, no air, no mass conversions, nuclears. And I think that should be it. Another thing about Supreme Commander 2 is I don't want to. Let's go with easy. I really haven't played much as either of these two other factions, just the United Earth Federation. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna get started. And just fair warning, the first battle I did after returning here, it took over an hour for me to finish. Alright, so this is my Supreme Commander. First thing you're going to want to do is build these mass generators. I'm going to go ahead and get a few sea factories up and running. Now, the units produced in this game are more heavily dependent on energy. So that's usually what an opponent goes for first. Also, later in the game, you get to do a research that enables your energy generators to actually heal any undamaged units nearby. Over here is your mini map. Now, since this is a fixed location, my opponent is on the other side, who is probably doing the same thing, but much slower since the AI is set to easy. I'm gonna go ahead and build some subs and some cruisers. Gonna have them go over here. Also, the more units your factory, in this case your sea factory, produces, the higher its rank, which will mean the less it'll cost to build the unit and the quicker it'll pump it out. Now let's get a close-up on the Supreme Commander. Kinda looks like something from Transformers. Now, research is very important. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll just angle it over there. Right at the top left is the research points I have that can really increase my army's overall power. that's another thing that the enemy will most likely go for. Whoops. Sorry, I'm having to use my phone since I don't know, I don't have anything else that can record and stuff. So these are all the available research things. I just increased my Navy's health, decreased its building cost, and increased its health and damage by a percentage. So now that we got some energy flowing in, also the longer that a mass extractor is not destroyed, the higher its rank is, and the more mass it'll produce. Like this one's producing 1.2, while this one over here is producing 0.9. This one about the same. There's also experimentals in this game, like experimental artillery or Navy units. Now I'm gonna send about 4 of these guys to patrol this side, so if they see any enemies, they'll go ahead and open fire. I'm gonna do the same with these 3 guys. Now my enemy on the mini map is going to be green. I am in blue. The reason why my Supreme Commander is just standing there, I don't know if you can see this, but there's some silhouettes of the research facilities. He needs a specific amount of mass in order to build one, about 356. But once I'm done building these last 2, I think, no, 3 energy generators, there won't be any more construction projects, so all that mass will go to my Supreme Commander. Looks like I got my first battle cruiser out. Now these guys are only returning because the patrol route starts here, goes wherever I click it, and they just keep going back and forth, back and forth. Like these guys are coming back. Just gonna turn around, and off they go again. They'll only stop patrolling if they are given different orders or if they die. Alright, well, since it is taking a while for me to get enough mass, I'm gonna build some more generators over here. If you press shift and left click, you can still build these mass generators, but if you're building like research facilities and did the same thing, it would only let you click like once here, then once here. But if you held down the left mouse button, you could drag and build multiples at the same time. Alright, so now I've researched regeneration, so if my navy takes any hits and they survive, then they will slowly but surely regain their health. Also, there's some add-ons for your buildings, like tactical missile launchers, intel installation shield generators, and torpedo turrets. Assign these 3 guys the same patrol route. Don't know why these guys aren't moving. Sometimes your units can get stuck and actually need to be told to go in a specific area. So sometimes it is a good thing to put structures close to each other, sometimes it isn't. Alright, well, now you see the research stations, and just like the mass extractors, the longer that they remain built, the more its rank will go up. I can also do research on my armored command unit, aka the Supreme Commander. I'm gonna build a radar installation to see what's up with my opponent, and I think I see someone. You can capture the buildings in this game, like he just did. So even though I really didn't expect them to send an engineer to do that. Usually when I'm fighting the computer sends their Supreme Commander. But if that engineer can capture buildings, so can the Supreme Commander. Alright, so now I have these little dots represent the enemy and where they are. Like now I know that they have some mass extractors out there, so I can pay them a visit. I set my Supreme Commander to capture. Gonna put these guys on patrol a little bit further, probably right here, since they can take quite a beating before going down. go ahead and build a turret here. Might as well do the same over here. So now all my cruisers and battleships are gonna have barrels, which will increase their firepower. Like you saw a little light flash on those guys over there. I'm gonna increase their vision so they can see more, and their health and damage will be increased if they come upon any enemies. Now, I really don't see their Supreme Commander. Another neat thing about your Supreme Commander is he can actually go underwater. Like, I'm gonna pull my commander and have him walk under the water, and he'll be perfectly fine. While he's taking a dip, I'm gonna build some more research facilities. Since obviously the more of something you have, the faster you gain that. So he's gonna make his way over there. Soon I'll be able to build artillery, which is quite useful. They can shoot into this fog of war. And as I said, my Supreme Commander is completely underwater. I'm gonna go ahead and add some installations. So there's the missile launcher. Don't know what else just got built. There's my shield. Now I'm gonna put about 5 fortified artillery since they're just light artillery. Guess that'll do. So now my cruisers and battleships will be able to shoot down. If I did add a air force in this game, they'd be able to shoot them down. And if you hear that popping, that's the artillery rapidly firing. And looks like it's striking that one over there. Now as you can see, it's missing quite a lot. when I come back to the research screen again, I'll soon be able to build some experimentals. There's the Atlantis II experimental aircraft carrier, which I believe one of these two might be able to dive while making units and appear right outside the enemy base. So I'm going to increase my own commander's vision. He's going to now have a torpedo tube attached to him. And training too. So a lot of helpful stuff. And let me see if I can't find the torpedo tube. It's usually attached somewhere on the shoulders. And what are they shooting at? See, some of these hits are hitting it, but most are just missing. Now, the cool thing about a wreckage like this is if you put the same structure over that, whether it's your structure or the enemy's, it will automatically build halfway and with half of the resources. See? Start it up. And it's good to go. And I think I see something. Oh, it looks like the enemy got looks like this easy. AI is more clever than I thought. Instead of building its sea factories close to its main base, built it at the halfway point. Now I don't know what they've built, nor why are these guys just sitting there. Hold up. I think something's going on with the game. I hope it doesn't crash. Hold on, not there. Now Hunker will allow me to reduce damage, but it disables all my weapons and movements. Still quite useful. Don't know. Oh, these are the three I assigned to go that far. Alright. Now they're shooting down any missiles that they see due to my upgrades. This Mastodon's taking some pretty bad hits, so it's probably gonna go down. Forgot to see if their commander's over there. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get a few Atlantises going. Maybe just 2 to start it off. I have now just increased my energy and research income. And I have just researched a shield generator. Gonna let it gain some research points again before I use them. Alright, so 2 C factories. What in the world are they building over here? I want to say spaced apart energy generators. Now these fortified artillery has a very small range. Plus there's no enemies anywhere in here, so that's why they're not firing. I can now turn my fortified artillery into a high damage cannon. And they spotted something. Now my mass extractors and research stations will be able to defend themselves with a gus cannon. I've unlocked the Super Triton experimental dreadnought and my final research in the naval area. Let's see what these current guns are firing at. Yeah, definitely shooting at something. With a lonely engineer has been spotted, but my gus cannon is just shooting the ground. Oops. Alright. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, dang. Alright, things are gonna get real now. Look like they sent whatever navy they had. Luckily, since I prepared in time, they may be the most basic navy units, but right now that's all I can really go with. So let's get this party started. Oh, dang. Alright, now it's getting exciting. They have me surrounded. I should have taken out that factory when I saw it. Looks like I sunk 2 of their ships, so I'm happy with that. Alright, here's my Atlantis 2 that made short work of these guys. Let's go ahead and have him help that one. I think I'll be able to recreate him. No. I'll just let the Atlantis 2 pass. I'll just build it right here. Get my Supreme Commander down here. Get a Super Triton. So now, I think they're doing some research. This is See, now things are getting interesting. I just what I needed, a disruptor station. This heavy artillery really does heavy amounts of damage. So I'm gonna build 2 of them. One right here, and let them have it. And what destroyed that mass extractor? I'm gonna open fire. So for some reason, they have an entire navy over there, but they can't. They're having a bit of a tough time facing off against those guys. Wait, did they just? Can't believe those little punks. That's not good. Where is he? Let's get my commander out of the battlefield. Hold up, whoa. Hold up, this ain't good. I think this might be one of my first losses. Time to deploy that shield generator. What's my health at? Now the shield will only stay up for so long until it runs out of shielding. Got all my research from my commander. And now my energy generators can repair. Boy. There's one of my disruptors. So they're putting a hurt. Looks like the disruptor station's got the idea. It's gonna put some hurt on those CE factories. Alright, now that everything's quiet, now it's my turn to have some fun. Get that super dreadnought built. Come on, guys, get out there. Alright, great job. Now I only have one C factory left. Something's going up here. And push forward. got them on the run. If I can get my guys all the way to this corner, then I can shut down whatever factories they may have going. Since if they have 2 sea factories on the east side, I'm willing to bet they may have something fun over there. So I'll call this group 1. I think I can assign. Yep. So if you press Control, then press the number, it'll assign that number to the group. I'm gonna have this dreadnought go and see what's up. No. Alright. Oh. Alright, well, it doesn't look like they have any factories up there. But I think I might see their commander. No, not yet. I mean, on radar, they won't be able to see my commander since I researched a specific tech. Making short work of them, getting all cornered in one area. What do they got set up over there? So now there's only one Tiger Shark submarine, but he can't get out because I'm blocking his only way with these subs. And he's been spotted. So I'll let him sort out that. I should have the ability to build nuclear warheads. Alright, so this is a very powerful shield that I can build. And let's see what's up out here. Looks like it took those disruptor stations took care of those 2 sea factories. But you never know what might be out there. I mean, just look at the guns on this thing. See what it does. Oh dang. So yeah, that's one ship you don't want to mess with. It's probably made more for defense, seeing as it got torn to pieces pretty quickly. Alright, so there's my shield generator. I'm gonna go ahead and build more of these guys. They seem pretty fun. Maybe in groups they'll be more effective. Now, just because I can, I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole thing for the Air Force. Now for the land. With my little surprise, I doubt that they're any but pleased. Alright, well these tiger sharks are obviously not gonna go anywhere, so I'm just gonna push forward a bit. What did it take down there? Oh, don't tell me they took down my Atlantis. And they got something going on over there. Now, if I had my nuclear facilities, this battle would be over in about 4 or 5 launcher nukes. Let's go ahead and ruin whatever they have with that. I don't think you'll be able to defeat me that easily, buddy. What else you got going on? What the heck was that? Now, their Supreme Commander will go nuclear if I find and destroy him, due to the fact that he may or may not have done the research nuclear core dump. Because in every commander, if you don't get that research done, you can win a battle without your Supreme Commander, but if you haven't taken a dump with that nuclear core, half or all of your base will be destroyed by your own commander. So now I'm gonna, like that. They had a wonderful explosion. It wasn't from any nukes, mostly because I don't have any nuclear warheads. It was all their Supreme Commander. So now they've lost the fastest builder and the one that uses the less resources. So now what I'm gonna do is send in my Supreme Commander once he's done building these things. Actually, I'm gonna park these guys right off the coast. Do the same for this. So now with the coast covered, building anything's gonna be pretty tricky. Don't think they have anything else built. I'm gonna send these 7 guys to see what's in over there. Maybe they had a sea factory being built that my radar couldn't see. Pretty much just mop up here. Don't think I see any engineers anywhere. No boxes moving or anything, it's just structures. Yeah, I'm gonna take out you guys. I'm gonna see where you all came from. So everything else is probably ground based. So now that backups arrived, I can send these guys anywhere. I'm just gonna order them back. The cool thing about this generator is, let's say my shield's about to collapse, I can order it to recharge its shield, and it'll be back at 50,000, and I won the game. Destroyed the last building, last unit that this person had. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my Navy match with experimentals, no air support or ground units. If you guys want me to do another video, maybe all Air Force or all land units, or just a mix of the three, let me know.